How's it going, everyone? Marriland here. That's right, it's time for something new, something awesome to celebrate Pokemon's 20th anniversary. And let me tell you, Pokemon was kind enough to send me something so awesome that it will blow your mind. At least if you are into these Nendoroids like I am. Man, they've gotten me hooked on them. These things are so cool. But let me show you the cream of the crop right here. Oh man, Pokemon Trainer Red Champion version. Now this is a really big box. Let me just tell you that. Like, all the other ones that I've gotten, they're like, I don't know, maybe like to here or so, but this, it doesn't come with just one Pokemon. It comes with 3 fully evolved Pokemon that are awesome. I mean, there's really no disputing that, okay? Charizard, Venusaur, Blastoise, and then one epic looking Pokemon Trainer Red. Like, the box itself looks really cool. There are some different faces. I think there's 2 faces on this, which is amazing because really you pretty much only need this face right there. But there is also this one, and there's a whole bunch of different poses too, which is nice. These are posable. They come with a whole bunch of stuff. I haven't opened it up yet. It's so new. And I figured, you know what? Let's take a look at it together. What do you say? So this, I'll tell you straight up, this is rather pricey. This is a $99, I'd say figure, but you know, to say that a Nendoroid is a figure really isn't doing it justice. This is like a big kid's toy. I mean, if you're a little kid, of course you will enjoy it, but like, this really is a collectible. So yeah, it's pricey, but then again, like, look at how cool these Pokemon look. So I think, you know, if you can get over that, I think it's a great little collectible. Well, little, again, I can't say little, look at this. I think that's pretty cool. So this is actually kind of like a second version. There was an earlier Pokemon Trainer Red, but it only had the Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. And of course, he looked much happier, or, well, I mean, well, yeah, he doesn't look happy in this. He looks serious. He is serious. He's serious business. This is Champion Red, right? Okay, well, let me... I tried to get it all set up beforehand, but you know what? Sometimes you can't even do that. There's a lot of shrink wrap on this, just to keep it all contained, right? Oh my goodness. But yeah, this is so exciting to check this out. Like, I was really envious of my friend who got the just the standard Trainer Red one. And I mean, like, the Pokemon, they're just like, they're tiny in comparison. These ones are huge. Like, this looks massive. So oh man, I want to get into this right away. And you know what? I think it is, yeah, it's sealed by this tape stuff. My nails are trimmed, aren't it? Here we go. I got a little thing. There we go. All right. Well, not the most elegant, but you know what? I'm not gonna bother. I'm not gonna bother fretting over it. Okay. Let's take a look at what is inside of here. Oh man, the moment of truth, right? Oh, this is gonna be so cool. Oh my goodness. Wow, there's so many different pieces to this. So inside the box, there is a thing right here, handling instructions, which, you know, pretty important. You need to know how to handle your Charizard, right? Yeah, let's see. So, what I did not know in the first time I put together a Nendoroid is there are actually kind of like part numbers and stuff, and you know, you can follow the directions more or less. It is pretty intuitive, but this is handy if you're like, all right, what do I do? There are these brace things that are also very helpful that I did not realize how helpful they were the first time around. And nothing on the back, so it looks pretty straightforward. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of pieces. That's not really a surprise. Now, if you're not familiar with Nendoroids, let me tell you that they're very interesting. I'm still a Nendoroid noob, I will tell you straight up, but I've gotten a few now of the Pokemon ones. I have Cynthia, which is awesome. Oh, there's some tape back there. That's why it's causing me some grief. I've got the Cynthia one, which is really cool. I love Cynthia. She's such a great trainer. Probably my favorite champion, to be honest. And I have N as well, which is cool because I also really like N. Yeah, it looks like... I'm trying to tell if there's tape or something around here. Again, my apologies if there isn't. Or if there is, and it's like, oh, because I'll have to get into that. I'm making it look a lot more difficult than it really is, trust me. Because I'm having to reach my arms through a tripod while opening things. That's part of how I do my videos. It's kind of weird, but all things considered, it's not too bad. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and open this up really quick, and I'll get everything kind of out of this plastic prison. So I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so this is a little bit better. You know, still I have not done everything here, but I at least got it freed from the main thing. Okay, so yeah. Oh man, look at them. They look so cool. So over on this one, there is like hands and stuff, and I do appreciate the fact that they're like kind of taped up over here. I didn't undo this tape. I guess I probably should have. I thought it'd be even easier to peel from this distance, but it's nice because it does keep these hands from like flying all around while you're opening up the package, which, you know, they're kind of small parts. Again, I don't recommend having these around like really young children because, yeah, it could be a choking hazard. But I mean, you know, there's warning labels for stuff like that, right? You don't need me. But I do appreciate the fact that they're small, but they're detailed. They're very intricate here. So there's arms, there's hands, there's all sorts of different things in here. And again, probably your best bet's just to do one of those numbers. There's also two different types of Pokeballs that have just been released into the world. There's a Great Ball and an Ultra Ball, which is really cool. They're so small. Oh my goodness. All right, well, let me set some of this stuff aside. Again, when we want to get customizing, we can do that. But right now, I want to take a look at these. Oh man, so there's cool little like attack things, I'm guessing. I saw that on the outside of the box. I'm guessing this is for Charizard's Blast Burn and Venusaur's Frenzied Plant. And then I think there's even some water jets for, what is the last one, Hydro Cannon? I'm pretty sure. Now, I tell you, any you know, old school Pokemon fan, you think that they'd know those attacks, right? Wrong! Let me tell you, those are introduced in Fire Red and Leaf Green. You know, old school ones, they know Fire Blast and all the others, you know, Hydro Pump. I'm gonna get these on the screen a little bit more. They're really cool though. All right. Now this is the decision here. Which Pokemon to start with? Oh man, I haven't had to make a decision like that. Well, actually, I guess I kind of made it earlier today when I was playing through Pokemon Red on the Virtual Console. Originally, I was gonna get Blue, but you know what? I remembered I have a Japanese 3DS, so I actually picked up the Japanese version of Blue, and my goodness, I have to say, this is so funny to see, like, it's like a naked Venusaur. It doesn't have its flower on its back. It just looks so funny like that. I mean, I get it, it's important, but like, it looks like a frog. I never really thought about Venusaur without its, without the flower on its back, but it really does look pretty different. Alright, let's make Venusaur right here. Thankfully, this looks really darn simple. Again, there's like a little indent, well, not even indent, like outdent kind of thing, so I think it's pretty much impossible to mess it up. Alright, there we go. There we go! See, this is the Venusaur that we all know and love. Oh man, its head tilts. That's so cool. I love that. Aw. Its arms move, its legs move. Pretty detailed. That's really nice. You know, you can remove the flower, but I don't think you really need to. This is definitely right. but I like that you can tilt its head because, you know, sometimes you just want a Venusaur that looks kind of like, why am I here again? Look at it, like, what you doing? What you doing? All right, you're my trainer now, huh? All right, well, next up, let's go with, let's take a look at this stuff. Well, actually, I want to move the plastic out of the way, but let me put this over here, just so we don't lose sight of it. All right, next let's go with Blastoise. Blastoise wants a hug. Well, looks like Blastoise is pretty much fully assembled here. Can't tell if these cannons come off. I think they actually might, because there's some plastic here. I'm either going to make a terrible mistake. Yeah, they do. I kind of had a feeling, but yeah. Just in case, you know, you don't want Blastoise's cannons out. Oh, actually, no, I know what it is. So you could have his cannons there, but you know what? I wonder if, oh no. Okay, so that's awesome. So I guess they do hook into the cannons. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, so yeah, you can remove the cannons, you know, should you need to. All right, not bad. Let's see, they are a little pliable, huh? Let's see. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of, I wouldn't say like wobbly, but you do want to be careful when putting them in because they're not as sturdy as you'd think. All right. There we go. Okay. Blastoise is set. Thankfully, it doesn't look like Blastoise is in any kind of disarray. Arms are posable. That's awesome. Give him a cool kind of, I don't know, sing up to the sky. Use my rain dance. Legs are posable. All right, what about the tail? Oh, the tail! The tail's even posable. That's nice. Oh, that's great. And, of course, the head. Woo! Oh, wow, there's actually quite a bit of posing to that. It's kind of like, oh, that's neat. Doo-doo-doo. I think you can just, well, I don't really want to remove Blastoise's head, but I think it might be removable. I'm not entirely sure. I think I want to leave it in there. I don't want to break his cannon, or break his neck like his cannon. That'd be terrible now, wouldn't it? But the thing that I think will be really cool is, look at this. Look at this. We can plug in some Hydro Cannon up there. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that looks so cool. Look at that. Oh, let me show you. All right. Pew! Yeah! That is so nice. I love it. Wow. Man, Blastoise looks awesome like that. And again, you know, he can tilt his head too. Cool. Yeah. That's awesome. All right, let's set this one over here. Big old hand in the way. All right, next up we have Charizard, who is like, where's my wings? I'm missing something here. What am I missing? Could it be the things that are supposed to go on my back? Yeah, that's right. They're called wings, and Charizard needs some wings. So let's go ahead and pop these wings onto Charizard's back. Again, there's a little thing here for it. Should be pretty obvious which wing is which. If you've never seen a Charizard before, you might be, you know, wondering. Actually, even if you've never seen a Charizard before, I mean, you're not going to do it like this, are you? No, I didn't think so. I think anyone could figure that out. Pretty much. I'm sure there's probably someone who can. So I guess it is a little bit of an angle going in here, which is fine. Just got to be mindful of that. Wow, look at how cool it can be posed. Man, that's awesome. Like, you can kind of just move the wings freely, basically. Wow, that is, I really like that. Okay, buddy, we got to get you your second wing. Like, pronto. Oh, man, that's so cool. Okay, let's pop this on there. Now, the Pokemon are probably the least customizable part about this whole thing. They're sort of like an added bonus. They are what really make the set cool, though. Like, I'll tell you that straight up. Alright, there we go. Ooh, man! Now we got a beast of a dragon that isn't really a dragon. But, I mean, you know, come on, Charizard really is a dragon. I mean, you know, maybe fire flying in this generation, but that is okay. That is okay, because just look at that detail. That is amazing. Again, you know, the claws move, arms rather. Head definitely moves all around. Oh, that's so cool. I love it. And of course the feet. It does not look like the tail moves for whatever it's worth, but again, this is a pretty sweet pose for it, and I'm sure it'll give it the balance it needs to stand in pretty much whatever pose, because if you got really wild with that tail, I could see that being an issue for like keeping it standing up. So the good news is it looks like all three of these, except for Blastoise over here, come on buddy, there we go, yeah, all three of them stand up just fine. They don't need any kind of support or frame or anything, but we will need that for Champion Red. Man, look at him, he looks just so tough. So there is a little bit of plastic around here, and that can be solved rather quickly. So let's remove his hat over here. This is how you can change his face. You can remove the hat. You'll want to do that for the plastic, just to get that out of there. But if you want to change it from a, you know, a really serious pose to, whoa, dropping his face, to an even more serious pose, that is how you'll want to do it. So we'll do that as an example here. Very awesome. Very simple to change too, which I like, I appreciate. His head moves, which is great. I think it can even be removed, but then again, oh right, his backpack. I probably would want to put that on. Not necessary, but if, you know, if I want to give him his backpack, what I can do is remove the head and then put the backpack right on the back. There's a little tab thing for it. Pretty straightforward. I'm actually going to remove his torso first. Just really, and lose a leg while you're at it. Oh, actually, I guess we didn't even need to. You could. Oh, yeah, he's all in pieces now. But again, you don't really need to, other than to get rid of that plastic. I don't think there's any other legs for him, which I guess is fine, really. Sometimes it's nice to have different, like, leg poses and stuff, but oftentimes it seems like they're similar enough that it does not even matter. Like, you know, you're fine with whatever. Okay, hopefully I got these on the right side. I think so. Oh, yeah, I think it is. Okay, so cool. We got that. Now, we can, of course, change his hands to some of these cooler hands that we see. But let's go ahead and give him his backpack to carry all of his stuff and his bike and, you know, all sorts of things in the backpack. Like, how do you carry a bike back there anyway, huh? I don't know. Oh, nice. Look at that. Look at that little detail there. There's even the Versus Seeker. Like, right there. Here, we gotta give him his head back. I know, I'm so rude. Showing your Versus Seeker without your head. But you know what? I wasn't sure how obvious it would be. Yeah, that's really awesome. Oh, so his basic hands, like the ones that he has just kind of starting out, you know, they're not like super fancy or anything, but they get the job done. But looks like these other hands will let him kind of like hold a Pokeball. So let's just take off one of these and put this on. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm doing it wrong. Here we go. We gotta do the other one because we don't want to give him the wrong hand. We don't want to give him his left arm on his right. Okay, there we go. So, ta-da! And then we get our choice of either a Great Ball. Well, it's not tricky. It's just very, very small. Try to show as much of it on camera as possible. Kind of see what I'm trying to do here. I might need to take it away from the camera for just a moment. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. 1 sec. Okay, there we go. I got him all fixed. He's got his great ball right there. I did change his other hand, so now he's kind of pointing and shouting at you. Yeah, that's right. You want to fight? You want to go? Oh man, that's so awesome. I love it. All right, let's take a look at some of the poses and stuff. I gotta give Charizard that flame over here. Yeah, take a look at this. Oh man, that's awesome. It doesn't attach to Charizard, but I think you're just supposed to like surround Charizard with it. Oh, that's so cool though. All right, hopefully it shows up more or less okay. I know it's a little odd. I got the camera way up here, so it's not just pointing right at him. But yeah, these are really nice. Alright, and then Venusaur, you know, has Frenzy Plant just kind of surrounding it, like, hey, what's up? And, of course, Blastoise just chilling, shooting water out of its cannons. That's so great. Okay, the last thing is the brace right here. So, I'm still not a master at this. I know that, you know, there's an art to it, and I'm not an artist in this regard, but this is what can be used to help anchor your Nendoroid, or your trainer, whoever you got. Because Nendoroids aren't just a Pokemon thing, by the way. They are quite common in, like, video games and anime and stuff like that. So this is a very flexible kind of, like, base thing. And basically never mind. You're going to want to plug it in one side over here, like for instance in his backpack. There is another hole in the back that if you didn't want him to wear the backpack, you could just plug it in there instead. Now, this is where it gets a little fun, and I think it did show the proper way to do it. Maybe not. Every Nendoroid is different. So you might have to play around to figure out, you know, how to do the brace properly. Again, like I said, I'm not at all a pro at this, but I'm learning, and I think that's good. Yeah, it's just kind of generic brace instructions. You'll have to play around a little bit, but there are plenty of holes on here that you can use to kind of help anchor your trainer. Like, here we go. We got him kind of getting... Whoops! Alright, that was kind of comical. Okay. The good news is the shoulder straps do... they are removable, so I didn't just break it. I was kind of like, uh-oh. That would really stink if, you know, that just kind of happened. But, yeah, it's fine. Okay. Oh yeah. See, this is what I mean. These shoulder straps. I saw that. I'm like, but yeah, it's supposed to be. You can see the hole right there. So be careful when you are using the backpack with it. In other words, don't be like me. But you know, more or less, you want it to be anchored. You want it to be secure. Something like, well, not quite like this, but ideally you want its feet to be like that. But again, I'll play with that later. That's what the brace is for. You want to set it up kind of like, maybe like this. I mean, there's all sorts of different options. So don't, you know, let me tell you what to do. But that's why you would use this thing. So that way it can stand up, you know, just like that. I mean, I know it's a little tough to see because camera angle, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to take some pictures of these fine Pokemon, and of course their trainer, their Champion Red. So I'll just take some pictures, but anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this, and yeah, I will of course appreciate any feedback. If you liked it, you know, let me know, and you know, check these out. They're kind of hard to come by. They're rare, but they're really cool, as you can see. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully you get one, you enjoy it as much as I do. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the pictures.